got an eyelash. Eyelash Viper.
The python hunters dive into the jungles and waters of Costa Rica
Los python hunters.
to help save threatened crocs.
Sitting on a 10-foot crocodile. Everything's dangerous.
Snake, right there.
And get a hands-on look at its snakes.
Mikey, short land.
This is about exactly the size of the perpetrator that bit me years ago. It's time to get more remote, more wild.
They're on a global mission to protect the planet's snakes and other reptiles. Biologist, venomous snake expert, and croc specialist Sean Heflick.
Ever since I was young, I've been mesmerized by reptiles.
Law enforcement officer and reptile breeder Greg Graziani.
I'm committed to the education and conservation of reptiles.
And designer reptile breeder Michael Cole.
I've been handling snakes since I was 4, but I have a special passion for pythons.
Fighting the fear of the fang. They are the Python Hunters.
Like when I was a boy. We are back in time, boys.
It's the wet season in the rainforests of Costa Rica.
That is awesome.
Python hunters in Costa Rica.
Costa Rica has one of the largest American crocodile populations in the world. And the rivers near Liberia teem with 8 animals per 1.5 kilometers.
You know, brought the boys to Costa Rica because it's crawling with reptiles. And it's a great place for them to cut their teeth on exotic wild venomous. But first up, we're gonna catch some American crocodiles. Hey guys, we've been invited to go check out this conservation program. It's basically saving American crocodiles in the tilapia farm. You know, these crocs come out of the river, utilize the canals right into the fish ponds where it's just a smorgasbord, all they can eat.
When you pull up to a pond you're about to get into and somebody tells you there's crocs in the water, that's one thing. When you pull up and you see the crocs in the water you're about to get into, that's a whole other ballgame.
We're gonna move them out of this hazardous environment and get them back to the river where they belong.
Están los python hunters. Sean.
Sean, yeah.
Nice seeing you again.
Get down. We're really excited to be here and about this, so you know, we're geared up.
What we do here points to the conservation factor of crocodiles. They don't kill crocodiles.
If you don't do that, my kid, when he's my age, won't be able to come to Costa Rica and see this magnificent creature. And that's important to me.
Ready to jump to the water?
I'm doing.
Now we're using this one, you see?
Yeah, but that's not gonna stop a crocodile.
No, it's not. It's not at all. We have to handle the thing in such a way that the crocodile just feels that he's trapped. And then we just grab him with our hands in the net.
You know, hear Juan say the way we catch crocodiles here is by hand. That was like a shot of adrenaline for me. I was ready to go.
Capture technique for crocodiles, right up my alley. Get wet, hands on, get down, get dirty. I've never heard of them like fish, but I'm down for anything.
All right, boys, let's get some crocodile.
One of the largest American crocodiles ever captured was over 6 meters long, and they got it right here in Costa Rica.
We got 2 really good sized crocs. One's really large, the other's just large. We're gonna go ahead and cinch them both up. The crocodile trap is being laid.
Feeling a little bit like bait right now. You look a little bit like bait right now.
So I'm standing here, I'm watching Juan. He climbs in the water with the crocodiles, and he starts beating the water. I'm thinking to myself, this guy's nuts. Then I realized he's driving the crocodiles to us. Who's crazy now?
The first strike goes to the tilapia.
You know those tilapia? Like kung fu monkeys. I was expecting a busted lip, a gouged eyeball. They were messing me up.
I almost got one in my mouth. They hit you every time, and very hard. A tilapia with 1 kilo, can hit you, can knock you down.
Is it hard to get workers that will come in and do this?
Very hard. No one wants to come. Just some crazy people.
We want to come.
The crazy thing about this is you're nipple deep in the water, and there are fish hitting you. It could be a croc, it could be a grumpy croc, and it can rip an arm off. That's all the fun right there.
It's not long before they corral their first croc.
There's something pulling.
If you can get his front leg, if you can grab his front legs.
You don't get out here so he can swing, you get here.
Cinch him in. So when we feel these things in the net, if they're just bumping along, we just kind of go slow and keep doing what we're doing. But if they really nose into it and put any effort into it or power, we've actually got to give and allow them so they don't go under or pop through the net. So it's kind of a give and take thing. It's kind of a little dance that they got going here. He is right on my leg. He's still right on my leg. Don't move. He's going that way. He's right here.
Yep.
He is right on my leg. My heart stops, and all I can think is, I hope he is not seriously pissed off.
On my leg. Right here on my leg. There's a head right here.
This croc's running out of options.
The head is facing right in front of me. Here.
Is that you?
No, that's me.
It's one of the most surreal feelings of my life. I can't explain it.
No, that's not. That's your foot. Yeah, you're hitting my foot.
Here.
Where?
There, right there.
I got two front legs.
Un mecate. Venga.
Juan feels his way towards the business end.
Right there where you were standing in front of his head.
Yes.
Man, if he hits you there,
That would have been
it's
bad.
really painful.
That would have been bad. But worth it. I'm willing.
Well, now you know how is it. Next is yours.
Yes. So when he comes out of the water, it's game on.
It is. That's it. Niños.
Hold on. He needs that foot. We didn't check toes. That was a good shot. That was a good shot right there.
Let him go.
I'm caught. I didn't have Oh, it's awesome, man. Awesome. We had a close call, and that's what you do. We talk about that all the time. That's an occupational hazard. That's not an attack. If something would have happened, that's not a crocodile attack.
It's defensive.
That's a
Purely
defensive maneuver,
He's scared.
trying to get away, and we put ourselves in that position. You cannot class, and unfortunately, the media doesn't see it that way. If one of us would have got bit, it would have read crocodile attack in Costa Rica, and that's not what it was. Yeah, I know. I got it. I'm good.
The more tranquil you are with that animal, the more tranquil that animal is. It's a state of kind of just, it's a dance.
So the dance with these crocodiles is more of a waltz than a hip hop. You have to be smooth and fluent with these animals.
Man, you are defining this very well. I haven't been able to define it that way.
You need to stand up, you said.
To keep track of first-time and repeat offenders, the guys make harmless cuts to the flukes of new captures or refresh old incisions.
Sent him from
Yes,
capture before, so his number, he's been marked, so they know that which animal this is.
So this is his 4th capture. And the last 2 times he was caught in, this is 706, right? He was caught in this same pond.
Yes, sir.
So this is the 3rd removal from this exact pond.
And you know, every time he had been released at the Tempisque Bridge, which is about 70 kilometers from here.
70?
70 kilometers.
70. When a croc lunges, I just jump right on it. You gotta do that, you can't think. Otherwise, everybody's life is in danger.
They measure the animals from the head to the cloaca, and then they take an overall measurement because the animal could lose part of its tail.
43. sea 3 metros 06. This is 316.
316.
3.16?
Yeah.
We're sitting on a 10-foot crocodile. Everything's dangerous.
You know, the sheer power is extraordinary in these animals. Even with 5 or 6 of us sitting on him, he's way more powerful than we are. If he swings that skull around, it's like a massive sledgehammer. It can be devastating.
The male American crocodile can grow to nearly 5 meters and weigh over 360 kilos.
This is the stressful part of for the crocodile. Now he's on land, he's got people sitting on him, he's exerted himself, lactic acid can build up, so you try to do this as quickly as possible.
The cloaca is where all the sex organs and the animal urinates and defecates out of. That's how you sex the animal.
The cloaca is the one-stop orifice. That's it. One-stop shop, baby. One-stop shop.
That's it.
It's a boy.
It's a boy?
Yeah, it's a boy.
They're gonna go ahead and pull him through this tube so that he doesn't injure himself during transport.
As you can see, he is going to be completely loose into the tube.
Right. What that is that's less stressful for the crocodile during relocation. It protects him from the sun, it protects him from thrashing around, and it protects everybody else around him during transport.
Yeah, and it is a lot easier to release him once we are going to release him.
Heavy.
I gotta wonder, they pay these guys or if these guys pay for this job?
Juan's men earn $50 a day. That's a handsome sum in Costa Rica.
Job well done. Good. One down, more to go.
Big one is next, man.
Baby, on to the next one.
Let's do it.
We're going for the granddaddy.
Tratemos con este, vengamos con este. César, venirte de una vez aquí.
We're doing good conservation work. Remove these guys and get them back out into the river where they belong so they don't get killed. They get better than that.
The guy's next target in the fish pond is an even bigger croc.
Yeah.
Hey, let's avoid both nets to get mixed. So how far do you want to go? Hey, bro! Carter, over there. Ojo con la boca.
I'm a split second away from massive injury. When that crocodile shakes his jaws and frees him from the net, a wrong move, going in the wrong direction, could have spelled disaster on my part.
Oh, no, let it go. That's what I'm looking for. I'll push that one forward. This is a bigger animal than we thought.
I told you. It was not a small crocodile.
Get go.
Bring up.
You guys are on
Jump on him.
I've never experienced crocodiles in their water, in their space like this before. I'm not sure I ever really wanted to. Now that I have, I think I'll probably do it again.
The first thing you have to do is go for his eyes and stick your fingers in his eyes.
And if you want to know its gender, you stick your finger somewhere else.
Oh yeah, that's a male. Yeah, that's a male.
You felt the goods?
Why, does that taste like a male? I use the other hand.
People from the wildlife department have criticized this way of doing it. They say it's too dangerous, can be very harmful. Then I answer them, telling them, you know what's the way to catch a crocodile? Catching him. That's the only way to do that. And there's no another way to do this. We can use a stronger net, but that'll take a day for us to just catch one crocodile. And in 7 years working here, we have had no accidents, never.
There's nothing better than a tight, cohesive team that has worked together and knows not just what people are saying, but what they're thinking. And you guys have that. You guys read each other, you know when somebody's going in, you know you might need to come back, or you know.
That's it. You know, and the great part is, let's see hands.
Everyone's got their hands.
Everybody's got their hands.
Time for this fish glutton to make the 65-kilometer trek back to the Tempeski River, where he belongs.
Look, I'm gonna pull her a little bit. Okay. So I can tie the
There's nothing better than to be able to take one of these big American crocodiles and release it back into the wild. They may come back, but this team will keep moving them out.
I've wrangled crocodiles around the world, but it was exciting for me to see my teammates get that new experience, and they're gonna need it, because there's a lot more crocodile adventures to come.
Look at that, that was awesome.
It's been nice meeting you guys.
Thank you very much.
I'm really happy.
Thank you, enjoyed it.
Time to move on to snakes.
Hey guys, I'm gonna bring you to Quetzal's place, and besides all the really cool reptilian stuff he's got there you're gonna see, we're gonna run across some bear, lance, and bushmasters in his collection that are two of the top venomous snakes in this area.
Come on in. I'm gonna let the collection speak for
Speak for itself.
Quetzal Dwyer keeps all of his snakes under lock and key.
Your safety zone is about 2 feet. With this, yeah, about that.
But he opens these cages for the python hunters.
Bobby, just look at the way that animal blends in with the bark. Now the Eyelash Viper, this is one of the things we definitely want to see. What are the odds of us finding any of these?
I'd say they're pretty good.
And in the vegetation on this cage, that is a perfect camouflage job.
Yeah.
You know, this is a species we're gonna encounter in the wild here. You know, so this is a good time to watch these behaviors.
The venomous eyelash viper comes in a variety of colors, but all have the distinctive spiny eyelashes.
It breaks up that eye line. You know, so if you're a prey item, you're always searching for things that stick out, that are wrong, something feels wrong, something looks wrong. You know, and so you see a lot of these ambush predators will have, you know, either a lateral stripe that breaks up the head, you know, the figure of the head, the shape of the head, or you'll have something around the eye. And for these, you know, you've got these modified scales. That's all they are. Remember kind of a cardinal rule about venomous. If you're going to lay your hands on them, you're going to work closely with them. Is the only thing predictable is that they're unpredictable.
Even though we're dealing with captive venomous snakes here at this facility, we have to be extremely careful because one could lash out at any time.
You know, in law enforcement, whenever we work with people, we always want to see their hands. If you can see their hands, they can't kill you. And with these guys, you want to see their head.
That's what I want to do. I want to find out what the animals act like, so that when I come across one in the wild, I can make a decision at that point whether it's best for me to back off and call you guys in because you have a little bit more experience with it, or if I can go ahead and get it manipulated to a point where everybody can come over and look at it.
I feel like if one of y'all get bit while we're down here by a venomous snake,
You're taking the blame.
yeah, your wives are gonna lay it right on me.
We sure are. You're gonna take that one, man. I'm already gonna be in a lot of pain. I don't need any more crap.
You know, so one of my jobs is to make sure we come out of this safe because, you know, I really don't want that moniker hanging over my head with your wife.
Every year in Costa Rica, venomous snakes bite between 500 and 800 people. And this is the main perp, the fer de lance.
We're stepping up here. Here's another step.
To know what toxins they have, this is definitely a dangerous animal.
These things are deadly. You gotta be extremely careful. I should know, because unfortunately, I took a bite.
How big is the one that got you?
21 inches. You know, it was my fault. As I released it, hit that left fang buried in my finger, and the right fang buried in my finger, and I felt the venom go in on the left. It just felt like fire in my system.
A viper's venom is both hemotoxic and myotoxic. It attacks the victim's circulation and muscles, paralyzing them. Without treatment, you suffocate to death.
Don't want to take a bite from that animal. Take my word for it. You know, these captive animals are just as dangerous as their wild counterparts, so you cannot let your guard down. You've always got to be on your toes. You've always got to be watching.
So we've had a chance to work with these guys in a captive setting, but I can't wait to get out in the jungle tonight and catch some of these in the wild.
The reason why we're out here at night is because snakes like the eyelash viper hunt their prey in the evening, so it's our best chance of catching them.
Don't get too far off.
Coming in.
You'd be surprised how light gets dampened in this.
If anyone does get disoriented, shine your light off up like this.
Shine your light up and scream, help! I just got a strong odor of urine or something.
Yeah, I smell that as well.
Sean, did you fart?
Yep.
It's a hell of a drop off right here, so be careful.
That's one of the big dangers of these animals in the wild is if you're walking through the woods, you got bit in the back of the leg.
Careful. And we're typically looking for fer de lance here, just up on the bank or down closer to water.
They could be anywhere.
This is Greg and Mikey's first night in the jungle with this stuff, and they are excited like crazy, no doubt. And I just hope that they remember, you know, safety first. These things are squirrely out here. It's nighttime, and they haven't really handled these animals. But, you know, we'll do what we can. We'll keep everybody safe so nobody gets a fang on.
Right here, venomous. Okay, it's
It looks like a cat snake.
Yeah.
Is it a cat snake?
Leptodyrus septentrionalis.
Beautiful.
Yeah, the cat-eyed snake.
Yeah, you got it.
The local name for this snake is Terciopelo falso, which means false fer de lance.
The cat-eyed snake's an imposter. It's harmless, but looks suspiciously like the fer de lance.
That wasn't too bad, you know, stopping everything, calling it venomous.
Better safe than sorry if you don't know.
That's what I figured. I'll let you go and go on and find something bigger.
Good find.
First snake of the night.
Hopefully not the last.
If this had been a small fer de lance, it could have been deadly. Unlike adults, juveniles tend to inject all their venom at once.
Here we go, boys.
Got
Norops capito.
It's an iguanid. Beautiful. Yeah, this is a male. He's not overly happy to see us, huh?
Nah.
It's easy to see why snakes thrive in these rainforests.
You make good supper for
A lot of snakes.
a lot of snakes around here.
Yeah. Okay, he likes me. Hi, buddy. Wanna come on with me?
Trying to eat you, Sean?
No, he jumped off the tree and landed on me. Come on. Come on, Godzilla. Let go. Come on. Let go. Come on. Come on, let go.
He thinks he's a fer de lance, Sean.
There you go. All right, go about your business, buddy.
It's okay, I'm cool.
Hey, at least he feels like he won that one. Check this guy out. That's awesome. It's Kermit. He's got a lot of light now. He's going, what in the hell is going on?
Costa Rica does a really good job of protecting its native flora and fauna. There aren't a whole lot of people that can get collecting permits to raise up these animals here and get them into the reptile trade. They've got a good conservation plan in effect, and that's why we're catching snakes when we go out looking for them.
During the rainy season, populations of lizards increase dramatically.
That's hot.
It's really cool.
This is her porno right here. You see what the male's doing? He's got his front legs right over her belly, and he bears down on her, and he's trying to push the eggs out of her so he can fertilize the eggs externally when she deposits them. Check this guy out. Oh, casque head.
Yeah, Corythopenes.
Yeah.
She does have eggs. I can feel it on my thumb right here. Yeah, the design, the morphology on this is to make them hard to swallow for snakes, they think. Well, she's got dirt on her head, you see this?
She might have been burrowing?
Yeah, she's probably been digging, because I've never seen one.
Yeah.
I've never seen one that low in the canopy.
Yeah, so she may be looking to...
No, right here.
There's her hole.
Right here.
Yeah.
There's her hole. Digging a cavity to deposit her eggs. Very cool. Why don't we put her back and stress her out as little as possible?
Get a good shot of this find, and then we'll...
Right off.
All right, back to snake seeking. I want some eyelash vipers.
We haven't lost Michael, have we?
Michael!
See, this is how the normal...
We got!
It's coral snake. Black and orange with a black nose. All right, I got it. Sean, is that you?
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. Get it.
Sure?
Yeah.
It's an Oxyropus. It's not hot.
Nice catch. That is beautiful.
That thing's gorgeous. Look at that.
Good spot. That's beautiful.
I don't even know what it is called.
It's called
a
the
colubrid.
calico snake in English.
Called a calico snake?
Wow. Very nice.
Scientific name is Oxyropus petola.
Good
I
spot.
always, you know, in the States we've got the coral snake, and anytime you find a snake like this, it's got a black face. We know it's venomous in the United States, so it kind of threw me for a maybe it's hot, maybe it's not.
We use the term hot to refer to snakes that are venomous, so Mikey does the right thing by calling this thing out as hot, just to be on the safe side, because it does look a lot like the venomous coral snake.
Find a little hole to crawl into, buddy.
God, that's so cool.
You know, we're calling it a night because we've been up for over 24 hours and we're tired, and that's a bad combination when you're looking for venomous snakes. So we're gonna get some sleep, regroup, head back out tomorrow.
After being away for a few days, the guys check in on the home front.
Hello? Do you hear us at all?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you a little bit. How's everything going?
Good.
Yeah? So what do we hatch?
Yeah, we got some new babies, just one clutch today, and I can't tell what they are.
Hey, sweetie, how are things?
One of Sean's albino alligator offsprings isn't doing so well.
Don't sweat it. I mean, it happens. That's part of breeding animals. It's part of hatching reptiles.
You know, it's hard being friggin' half a world away from your home.
Yeah, it is. It's got all kinds of issues going on. We had a whole rat debacle where the rats chewed the water lines, and we've got water spewing all over the place. Jackie had to contact Barry to get more supplies to put all that back together. As much as Jackie helps me when I'm there, I'm the main, source of taking care of that stuff. So, she's got that. She's got, all the other animals she's taking care of, 2 kids, and no one there for support. So it's real difficult when we're away.
But their Costa Rican adventure continues.
What do y'all think about going back to Quetzal's, spending a little more time with those bushmasters, because there's a real good chance we're going to come across them on my property in the Amazon.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it. I'm almost positive the female is under here.
Pair of bushmasters in here, and we know the location of one of them, but we want to make sure where the other one is before wade in here and a mistake happens.
Sean, be careful. I don't see it. Hold on, right there.
Here we go.
Bushmasters are not only a fast striking snake, they are a fast moving viper. If they want to get up and move,
they can.
Yeah, I mean, they can move, insanely fast.
I need 3 feet behind me.
This animal commands a whole lot more respect.
Bite from one of these would be a very serious matter.
All vipers share a unique heat-sensing system, an array of pits on their head that detect the body warmth of their prey.
This is an animal that if you take a bite and it's not a dry bite, you're definitely seeking medical attention.
Hey guys, before we leave, I gotta handle one of my favorite non-venomous snakes here, the tiger rat snake.
Spilotes pilatus. This is what they look like in our area.
Get that tongue shot because that is incredible. Go down, right there. You're right on him. You're good, Sean. You're right on him. You're right on him. Get a good shot of Greg getting bit.
I'm gonna get the face shot right here. I'm gonna get it right where he tags him in the eye. Oh! I got him. Get it! Get it!
Greg's got his hands full of this guy.
Oh, yeah.
You know, this tiger rat snake keeps biting me and biting me. He just wants to get away, but I'm not letting go. And those teeth are not pleasant. He's drawing blood, and it feels like a bunch of little needles in my arm.
He just wants you to let go of him. That's all he wants.
The tiger rat's one of the longest non-venomous snakes in the Americas. It's been known to reach up to 4¼ meters. It's quick and agile.
And you see how mild they are. You see how mild, you know, until you lay your hands on them, they just want to be left alone, you know? That is any snake, purely defensive. He was happy to allow us to share his space with him until you laid your hands on him and he felt threatened, and then he's gonna protect himself.
I think that's my main goal. Every foreign place I go, I gotta get bit.
By
I gotta get bit.
You know what? That's a great goal for you. That's a great goal. But if you're gonna be big, you gotta be dumb.
If you gotta be dumb, you gotta be tough.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Oh yeah.
The guys take a break from captive snakes and head out in search of Costa Rica's wild species, the Central American tree boa.
This rain better stop, Quetzal.
Speak when spoken to, girlfriend.
Beautiful night for a snake ride and a boat ride.
Just got a bilge in it?
Big bilge and a backup.
I'm not going to say it's guaranteed. What I will say is I've never had a bad night with these guys in this area.
What we're looking for tonight is an unusual phenomenon shared by frogs, crocodilians, and these tree boas, but not a lot of other snake species. And that's eye shine, tiny pinpoints of light glowing back at us through the mangroves.
Looks like a good tree for snakes here.
Snake, right there. See him?
Yeah. Going up. Tiny.
Get him. Get him. I got him. There we go.
Woo! All right, what do we got?
That's what we're looking for.
Wow, they're really calm. It's the rain. Quetzal. Wow. I expected these guys to be really vicious.
I've never got to lay my hands on a wild boa before, so this is a special night for me. And I got the first catch of the evening. Not so bad.
This is the first wild boa of any sort that I've caught, so that's pretty thrilling. And it is a beautiful animal.
Beautiful.
And obviously very healthy, good wild weight. I mean,
Good find.
population is very healthy, if this is any indication.
Hey, before you release, you want a little documentation of your first massive boa catch here?
Hey, it's not any...
always finding the babies.
Hey, what are you talking about, Mr. Giant Cayman Man?
Got another one on the tree, right in here. Right, a bigger one right here.
Oh, hanging low.
Straight right in there, low.
I'll let you guys fight over this one.
There we go. Now you gotta. Oh yeah.
That's a good looking snake.
Yeah, it is.
Look at how the ventral scales actually compress this way, where most of the pythons we deal with are very flat across there, allowing this snake to thin its body to go in and out of those trees the way it does.
Tree boas have an amazing prehensile tail. That's a tail used like a hand to actually wrap around and hold onto branches while they climb or strike out at prey.
The other thing, you look real close at the eye on this animal. Definitely tell by the slit, the cat slit eye, that it's a nocturnal snake. This snake is out right now, moving around, crawling through those trees. Be glad to take any of these small birds. Bats, lizards, you know.
Machines.
Well, that's the reason they're here. You got a good food source of basilisks.
Basilisks are known as the Jesus lizard for their uncanny ability to run on water.
Let's get this one close. The big male. Yeah. He started moving before I did.
So well adapted to that life in the trees. I don't care how many times I see it, it's still impressive to watch them make their way. Look at him just go straight up that branch.
All right, well, let's find some more snakes.
Good start. Get the juices flowing.
Let's find them, man. Let's go. Right in there, something is glistening.
Hi, Shine. Right there, boa. Big one. I don't think we're gonna catch this one. He's back there.
Whose turn is it?
Do we take it?
It's my turn.
Is it a tree climb?
It's a big one.
I got to go through all the thorns here because he's in a big thorn bush.
Oh yeah, this is all yours, Greg.
Greg, that's a sting.
That's all yours, baby.
Greg.
That's a stingy.
That's a stinging.
It's your turn. Get in
I
there.
am. He's coming back down. Let me get my damn light in my pocket here, man. He's in a big thorn bush.
Just be mindful of keeping the boat steady.
I'm on the steady.
Yeah, off the bow.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you get him?
Okay, watch your
Hang
back
on.
with this. This is gonna spring and hit you.
I don't have any more bow.
Coming down. Be cool. Be cool.
Watch out, that's very stinging. No oxygen.
I'm hung up bad.
Whoa, whoa, Greg. Watch yourself. That's stinging nettles you're about to go into, man.
Can you get him? Hang on.
You got him? I got him. Poquito más.
All right, hang on.
There we go.
Woo!
All right. Look at that.
This tree boa is nearly 2 meters long, its maximum length.
You know, this is the biggest tree boa of the night. I mean, it feels great to come out here and catch a healthy adult like this one.
These are the powerful, like, bulldog muscles
Right.
that allow them to sink those fang-like huge teeth in the
Yes,
prey and
Dad.
hang on. I can see where people that know nothing about snakes would think, oh my God, that must be a dangerous venomous snake.
Like all constrictors, the Central American tree boa uses its powerful muscles to strangle its prey before consuming it whole.
Amazing, amazing animal.
The crazy thing is, each one is just as spectacular as the last. You know, it's just like,
More so.
you know,
The one you're holding is the most spectacular one you've caught.
you know what? I love these snakes.
You know what, though? You say as much as I hate to release them, I love the fact that we're not
love to
catching
release
berms in
those.
the Everglades, and we have to do something else with them. Putting them back in the wild is just as much fun as catching them in the wild. As far as I'm concerned.
Tell you what, he maneuvers this thorn bush a hell of a lot better than we do.
That's magnificent.
But they still want to find the venomous viper that bit Sean in the Amazon, the fer de lance.
All right, Quetzal. We're here for one reason.
Do my best. No guarantees.
They're joined by Brittany McGlynn, who's researching the breakthrough use of snake venom for medical cures.
You know, every time I take somebody into the jungle with me since I've been bit by the fer de lance, I'm mindful of how I can help them avoid that same scenario. So it's good to have a young student along who's fresh, who's eager, and train them on how to avoid the mistake I made years ago. Since I've been bit by that fer de lance, I asked myself, how can I help others avoid that possibly terrible fate? Is this your first actual die-hard herping trip in Costa Rica?
Yes, it is.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
First of many, I'll bet you.
Yes. Do I need to focus on the leaves or the trees?
Be aware of everything you walk past.
This rainforest is home to 3 kinds of vipers: the fer de lance, the bushmaster, and the eyelash viper.
You know, when you get bit by a viper, every second counts when you're trying to get medical attention. and we are a long way away from a hospital here.
What you're looking for is like a clump that doesn't belong. So they can hang in a nice crotch like here, and it'll be a clump. They can be all curled up right here, maybe here, but it's basically a lump that looks a little out of place. Getting bit by an eyelash is not desirable. Getting bit by a fair lance is not something you want to do, so just eyes open and, no big deal. They skunked us last. Oh, you all right?
I told you it was gonna
Trial
fall.
by fire in the rainforest. All right.
Now you got it over with.
Yeah, right. Now you can move on. What's funny is we've got stuff that's just as hot and venomous in Florida, but because of the access to medical attention and the ease of getting and seeking out that medical attention, people don't quite understand when you come here. It can be a whole different ball game. It could be several hours until you get to a hospital.
Each year, Costa Rican hospitals treat about 800 venomous snake bites. There have been 50 recorded deaths over the past decade, but experts believe numbers are much higher because most victims live in remote areas.
It's not just about looking down. I have seen these up in the trees, in the bushes, hanging out. I almost walked into one of these in the Amazon at crotch level, 2 feet from walking through that bush. And yeah, that's a bad bite. You get bit on the testicles, it's over, brother.
Got one.
What's a one?
Got one what?
Eyelash Viper.
What's that?
He's got an eyelash.
Quetzalmeter's going off.
Hey, watch that ridge, Mikey. That's a heck of a drop. Golden or normal? Oh, I see it.
Quetzal spots one of the snakes they're looking for, the deadly Eyelash Viper.
Oh, probably a male. Real clean.
Look at that. That is
Holy
nice.
cow, that is.
Oh. Look at him, I'll post it up. This thing, this thing must have tangled with its last prey item or something.
Yeah, I noticed the lip.
It looks like it's got a hematoma
No,
or
it's
something.
got his mouth. He's got his mouth open.
Common misconception that everything is okay all the time for wild snakes.
That gives new meaning to what you said when you're walking through the forest. Don't use your hand to push by. That's right at hand level.
Well, how would you like to walk into that and get bit in your throat? That's a bad scenario, right? Your first eyelash
Yes.
in the
first
jungles of
eyelash
Costa
in the
Rica.
jungle that isn't in a cage.
Yeah, nice.
Gorgeous.
I don't think people give these things enough respect. When you start looking at the just sheer amount of medical uses for venoms and the peptides and that are in these venoms of snakes, it's amazing. Cancer research and epilepsy and AIDS. It goes on and on. You could be the next, venom collector. You just go around the world collecting, odd venoms from creatures, and
That wouldn't even be working. That would just be playing all the time. That would be great. Best job ever.
that's the idea, right?
Hey, why do you say that on camera? My wife already gives me a hard time and says that I don't work. You can't be doing that. You're killing me. You're killing me. All right, guys, let's find a fertile ant.
Yeah, boys, I'm not leaving until we get one. Hey, what y'all get? Fair land?
Oh, Mikey, fertile ant.
Is not gonna move in close. Let me know. I see the tail, but there's a hole.
He's here. He's right here.
Hopefully you want your hook back.
What do you think, Brittany?
Awesome. Fertile ants.
Finding that fair lance is a little bit of luck. They are hard to find.
It's amazing. He is not even a lot of leaflet or anything, and he's gone. If you dropped his head down and you didn't know he was there, didn't move.
I can barely see him right now.
It's just amazing how on this foliage right here, that snake just disappears.
For an animal this size, they pack a wallop with their venom. The lance heads are the #1 killers in the Americas for snake bites, and part of that is that the sheer number of them. These are a lot more dense than the Bushmasters and some of the other stuff, but ounce for ounce, it's just a bad bite.
But looking at that animal right there, in this clearing where we're at, look how simple it would be to literally just step right on the center of the body of that animal and never know it.
This perfectly camouflaged snake often bites field workers.
And a lot of them are barefoot, you know, which just exacerbates the issue altogether.
One of the reasons these snakes are so successful is because they'll eat anything and everything. I found them with birds, frogs, snakes, lizards, even insects in their bellies.
I can't think of another venomous species that has the sheer numbers that they do. And it's for exactly that reason. They're generalists.
Yeah, generalists.
You know?
Adaptable, and they have huge litters.
Yep.
How many hours did you say you needed?
I only have 20. I need 1,000.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Get on your way.
That's one way to do it, I guess. Here, guide me here.
It was far easier to handle fer-de-lance in the daytime when they're in an almost catatonic state. But at night, when they become active, their strikes are unpredictable, they're lightning fast, which is what makes these snakes extremely dangerous.
Up he goes.
Get him off the ground.
Anything potentially that's venomous can kill you. So always think about that when you're working venomous. Yeah, just let him crawl over it.
Up.
Yep, slowly.
Up,
There you go.
Okay.
Now if you can get it,
Under.
he'll grab that hook with his
under that,
prehensile
yeah.
tail. So.
Yeah, there you go.
Got it. Perfect.
Let him hang.
Now let's head down
On the slope.
the slope. Keep him
Keep them off the ground.
The only thing.
Keep them higher.
Yep.
If you see the
Yeah, don't
ground,
let his tail drag. He'll drag
Keep
you.
your
He's gonna
hook
wanna run.
straight or down. Do not tip the front end up. You don't want the snake coming back to you.
Okay.
Yeah, watch the step. Keep the snake up.
Yeah. The natural. Outstanding.
Harry, we're
Yeah,
coming to
just
you.
Right through there.
Brittany's definitely a snake person. You can see it in her eyes. She's got the passion, the same as the rest of the team.
That was definitely the highlight
All right.
of Venom's hours.
Initiating a new recruit is the perfect way to end this adventure.
Costa Rica's been a wonderful trip. I got to go jungle herping with some buds and cut some wild crocodiles. I don't know how we're gonna top this.
It is a magnificent country with some spectacular reptiles.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat this trip.
But the guys aren't heading back to Florida just yet. They're off to the Amazon to protect more of the planet's snakes and crocodiles.